I don't think you understand the level of danger you're putting yourself in. So, whenever these fuckers are done testing the limits of my imagination, when it comes inflicting an existence of suffering upon a soul, I'm going to proceed with the extremely insightful piece of information that seems to have corrupted the live stream. Again. The old Soviet Union and the modern Putin regime have both propped up and fully funded con artist, Buddhist, and Hindu gurus that Hollywood celebrities and lots of other fucking people of influence, rich people in this country, have on speed dial for advice. How disturbing is that? There are actual Russian agents pretending to be religious leaders in foreign countries that have a very direct influence on the people who aren't Scientologists. Shit. And then, of course, you have the Scientologists. And then, of course, you have the people who were actually Russian agents whose parents were sent to Canada to bear them before coming here and, making us all ask the question, why are there so many Canadians on American television? Well, because they have a little club going. A little clique. We're all the children of Soviet agents. And we're going to get our friends their jobs. And American actors became... surprisingly more marginal than most people realize. A lot of the people you've come to know and love on TV don't fucking live here. Yet they determine our daily political discussions, our sense of humor even, what we joke about, what we talk about, what we like and dislike even. They have a profound level of influence. I think her reptilian overlord is a Hindu god. Oh, really? Was Lindsay Lohan too fine and credible of an example? Too relevant, considering that she just performed a GRU psychological warfare operation? Hello, I am Lindsay Lohan. This is all just a joke. We are talking about comedic things. There is no serious discussion here. Don't take anything I say seriously. It's all just a joke. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not the Messiah. I'm a very naughty boy. Now there's 3 people watching the stream that isn't there. The stream is red, but the number of people viewing has gone up. That's impressive. Miracles every day on the Lost-Begotten channel. And we're green with envy. Okay. I'm just gonna leave the fucking coloration right there. I don't know if you noticed this, but I'm actually pretty good at getting distracted and sidebarring and beating around the bush and then getting to exactly what the fuck I was trying to say. Because, hello, I am not Lindsay Lohan. You see, you can use radiant crystal resonance. You can use a fucking seance and a summoning and a combined full incantation keto. You can sell the souls of an entire nation, and you would not have the power to influence me. Monitor this. Skadoosh. Now, just then, anyone on the planet who has the technology to pick up psychic waves, or the delta patterns most considered responsible for psychic abilities. Their machines just went fucking crazy. As did every demon-dependent algorithmic AI on the planet. They're all just freaking out for no reason right now. Just because I imagined something. And you know how I know? Because for 7 years now, for 7 years now. Correlating, perhaps, with all of these little truths that I think are obvious, that just people fail to fucking notice. I seem to have had this ability to imagine things into reality. And, there's been a lot of research done into quantum expectation theory, into manifestorial grouping, into collective influences. And there are actually machines, allegedly, I don't know what the fuck I believe anymore that I read, so when I read something and I'm quoting to you knowledge that I haven't verified personally, I've never actually seen the fucking machines. I've never, sent a little wave and seen it pop up. Getsugatenshio, One would think it would have an effect if these machines are real. Allegedly. I've seen numerous data supposedly coming from these machines, but some of which had to do with 9/11 conspiracy, hence my skepticism. But the references seemed to check out at the time. That there were basically institutions that had cooperated to try to ascertain the level of psychic activity corresponding with world events as they happened. It's an interesting prospect, right? Big major psychological influence, big major events, things that one would think might be prophesied if one considers the concept of prophecy, right? And the particular information that I was citing is on September 11th, these machines all went off the roof 3 hours before and 3 hours after the first plane hit. That's fascinating, isn't it? And I can surmise exactly how one would construct such a machine. So it's not difficult for me to harmonize my physical being with that particular waveform. Speaking of which, I should probably do a video on, how to breathe. I often make jokes that I don't have time to teach children how to breathe, quoting old man Yamamoto from Bleach. Because not only is the sentiment just, so me, but the meaning. So much more powerful than I think most people even realize. You see, no one can even wield spiritual power in this realm. You might be able to wield it in your dreams. It's something that comes much more naturally. Speaking of which, I was having a dream just last night, or the night before, the night before, See, at that point, I could sense them wanting to test my ability to sidebar. I could sense them wanting to test my ability to sidebar, and then the stream went play. Anyways, can he remember a dream and then still get back to his... Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out soon. On the Lost-Begotten channel. Self-plug for no reason. But I had woken up from this dream just enough to realize that I was dreaming. You ever done that? And then, like, you just start painting. And there's a stream again. Oh, look, in the third person. You know, I speak in third person a lot. Most people just mistake it for preaching. You know, I speak whale. This has kind of gotten silly. Okay. So, whenever I get a stream back, I don't know if I'm going to teach you how to breathe, but I'll at least teach you why it's so important to know how to breathe. Come on, troll, don't you want to fucking learn how to breathe? You don't seem to be capable of learning much. And that's because I haven't taken the time to teach you how to breathe. So, I was going to teach you how to breathe. Surely you're not afraid of such knowledge. Oh. No, that's exactly the case. What a bunch of chicken shits. Afraid of knowledge. Facts. Little bitch, let me stream. Little bitch, let me stream. Alright. Now that they're done huffing and puffing and blowing their uncle's dicks, what? We're going to get back with teaching the infants how to breathe. You know, I was hoping, obviously, when I started the channel, to find some people that could, like, fucking chew gum and walk at the same time. Boy, was I mistaken. Cast a wide net. Brought in what I could have fucking had on a fishing line. Then again, I'm pretty good at making them little 3-hook rigs. At least I was when I was little. I see kids these days just fumbling around with shit, and I'm like, what kind of geniuses were we back in the 80s? We knew how to do all kinds of shit. These fucking kids. They know how to use a cell phone. But none of their parents are teaching them how to breathe. And am I speaking in metaphors right now? Not at all. Absolutely. A long time ago, they would keep fish in tarred baskets to keep them alive. It would be about the size of a barrel. And I believe there was a red tide. I'm not sure exactly where, but I think it was on the Sea of Galilee. And it looked like all the fish in the water were dead. And the whole town was about to fucking starve. Not a crowd of people gathered for a speech. The whole town was about to starve. They had grain stores, they had salted meat, they had food enough for a while. But what the hell were they going to do when the red tide cleaned up and all the fish were dead? What were they going to do in the meantime? Welcome to the Easy Reefers channel. See, you give a man a fish, he can eat for a day. You teach a man to fish, he can fish for as long as the fishing's good. Teach a man to breed fish, he can live forever. You don't think you could breed tilapia with spring water? It wasn't tilapia, but it was a similar type of fish. I think a mullet, actually. Related to the sheep's head that lives here in Louisiana. And I bet you could probably find those fish to this day in the Sea of Galilee, if I remember correctly. Be a good test. What kind of crazy person would say such a thing? Let's test to see if I'm crazy by checking this fact that I just pulled out of my ass. We've done that a lot at Posted and Check Out. Like a lot. It's fucking bizarre, I'll admit. It's bizarre to me, still. I was comfortable being in denial. Breathing. Such a basic concept, something that I would suppose I should have set as a bar. What is breathing? I don't know if you notice much on the channel. I don't do it a whole lot. I didn't take a breath between those entire statements. Still haven't taken a breath. Now I took a breath. Because I know how to breathe. And then there's like, further physical proof that I actually do know, quote, how to breathe in the most mundane sense. At the end of Axl Rose, Guns N' Roses' Don't Cry, there's that exceedingly long note that I can hold for 2 more bars while having played the guitar through the whole thing. But that mundane aspect of breathing has very little to do with what I'm talking about. You might have lost a lung and you can still breathe the way I'm talking about. If you put your mind to it. If you're willing to study, learn, observe, increase your awareness of all things, seen and unseen, processes that go unchecked, unnoticed. What's the difference between how the molecules in certain materials vibrate? Learn these things through research, and then try to feel these things with your senses. Feel the difference between plastic and wood. Feel the difference between glass and metal, between carpet and dingo. Just naming shit I'm looking at. Between cough syrup and coffee. These things are not interchangeable. Although I'm about to just start chugging both. This fucking channel's priceless. I'm just like sitting here like third person viewing myself here and like the shit that I've been talking about. The crap that I talk about. I would have loved to have watched somebody talk about this shit before I learned it. And then to not be some snobby like, oh no, this is also not as that kind of asshole. I'm a moron and I'm proud, you know. And I say that because as much as I am here to advance the knowledge of humanity, it's mostly because there's so much knowledge that I want still. If only you could understand. All I get to do is watch Star Trek, people. I have to watch Star Trek, and I have to dream of what you could be. Even as annoying as they can get with their whole anti-religious crusade bullshit. Oh, it's funny when they go to the proto-Vulcan planet and they think, oh, the Picard is a god, and he's just like talking about how religion is just such a bane on society. Oh, religion is what civilized this place. If it wasn't for religion, murder would still be. Not just legal, required. You don't know what the fucking world was like. You ought to try to learn. But anyone who mocks religion is fucking clueless and ignorant in the worst way possible. You've learned a surface version of history that has been used to destroy you. But you just can't notice the basic facts. Why did somebody, if you want to take the most non-religious perspective on religion possible, why did someone write down and tell other people that God told them you can't murder? You know, if you've ever met someone who isn't just a paid shill or some fucking con artist, who, as an act of desperation, says that God is telling me this, I have to do this, you need to know this, it's like God is telling me. Chances are they haven't had a whole lot of luck with getting people to listen before then. They'll voice it subtly as an opinion. Then they'll persist with compulsion. And then, no, you don't seem to understand. My gut tells me. I got this feeling, man. You gotta trust me, man. It's like God is telling me this, man. Yeah, my breathing's my biggest tell. You can always tell when I'm smoking off camera. My fucking stomach's growling. It's pissing me off. Just no. Oh, my wife didn't cover her coffee. Oh, damn it. I was gonna dump it into my cup. And my shit's running low. But anyways, where was I? Where did I cut myself off at? I know I'm talking about breathing, but I was making the joke about feeling like God's telling me something for Never heard the term mouth breather yet. It's their attachment to the world. It's not just the fat guy, you know, it's the greedy fuck. Right? You always between sentences. And they talk with their mouth really fucking wide. They never have chins. I'll get this thing going. I don't just have a beard to make an illusion of a chin, I have an actual chin. It's funny that gluttonous predatory nature both comes from what science deems as the reptilian portion of the brain, but also tends to make men act and appear more like reptiles. Especially Carter Page. I mean, the dude hisses. Like he's tasting the air or something. Anyway. Anyway, there's some cookies down there from the food bank. We'll go see how stale they are. But what was I talking about before? What was it? Fuck. Yeah, like Hiss and Prince John on the Disney Robin Hood. That's Carter Page. Hiss, stop hissing in my ear. I just cleaned the glass on my tanks. I've been reducing the feeding and leaving the glass dirty so that copepods can feed the fish. So increase the surface area that copepods can live on, and you can feed your fish a whole lot less. Kind of like in dormant periods when you're not worried about anybody looking at the tank, when nothing, really needs to be seen. The worst thing I got going on is Aptasia killing my blue mushrooms, and that's pissing me off. But I've been feeding every other day. Except for, I've been feeding Myrtle at night when he's the only one snooping around. But anyways, just a little interesting technique for how to not feed your fish. Don't clean the glass. They'll just go along the glass and be picking at it. They're eating plenty. Unless you see them start to lose weight in any way. If they start to look a little bit skinny, if they look any less fat than they usually do, feed them. But I'm telling you, that 55 right there, those fish just eat all day. And I was being really entertained by the angelfish, the flame angelfish, because she was making these kissy spots, these little tiny kiss marks all over the front glass. So it was like spotted clean. She's eating the algae right off of it. Petey just fucking eats everything. He don't even care. He's eating cyanobacteria, brown algae, green algae, caulerpa, copepods, rocks, coral. He just fucking swims around biting whatever is in front of him. Other fish, you know. No, actually, Myrtle's put him in his place. He was fucking with Myrtle for a while, but now I saw Myrtle chase him off earlier. Well, not chase him off, but like front up to him, and he backed down. Oh yeah. Very important lesson. I knew I had to get back to it. If you could just consider it historiologically, what does that tell you about the society of the time? Well, we also know that the Jews and what is now known as the Judeo-Christian God weren't converters. They weren't preachers, evangelists of their own religion. You know, they didn't try to But you had, according to their writings, a prevalence of people who were pretty lawless.
Sorry, my phone is...
Watch out, watch out!
Damn it. Sorry.
Whatever. Just throw it over there.
Sorry. I'm blind, I couldn't see. And my curse is singing to me.
She did not do the limbo. And the broadcast again. This has been every time I get to an important subject.
Sorry.
I've logically proven the existence of demons and their exact agenda so far. Oh, just when I'm thinking it was my wife's cell phone. The third person is back. Why don't you stick around, dumbass? You might learn something. Your little faggoty responses that you fucking pass off as your thoughts are both predictable and annoying. Like, to paraphrase, to me, all I hear is, nyeh. Pathetic. Anyways, so yeah, my wife careened right into the webcam cable, but I had already taken it away just to reduce the graphic output. Because, you know, my little choppy 280 webcam window is just overwhelming the stream. Anyways. So in a world where, by the account of the Jews, they were among people who were committing pretty heinous acts, even they among themselves had to write down and say, God told me you're not supposed to kill other people. You're not supposed to want to fuck another guy's wife. You're not supposed to take their shit. And, just a side note, the whole concept of other gods. When you consider what powerful beings and people posing as gods, even, that there were at the time, might have been some good advice. Now, of course, completely misconstrued. But, other gods at the time wanted things like the heads of your enemies, or the sacrifice of your firstborn. Some even wanted you to kill the woman after they bore your child. Just keep them alive until they bear a son, and then hand them off to the midwife. And that way, only your spirit is passed down through the child. Oh, that's the kind of shit people used to believe thousands of years ago, until these people called Jews came around. The Jews did not evangelize people. They had their own ways. And one of those peculiar ways was God told them they shouldn't commit murder. Killing other people, not cool. And then, as we, learned from our little map here. Is that the map? No, that's the wrong map. Let me get... The world was divided into basically two societal understandings. One was the people that just made my live stream go red again. Maybe if I just hold completely still, the compression will outdo the outcome. I know, let's put it on a fucking black screen. Maybe I can do audio only. Yeah, red certainly is their color. And we're back. So, during this whole period, about 2,000 years ago, in which a large portion of the Jews became a new type of Jew that was evangelical, that wanted to teach other people about their God, because their God had came in the flesh and said, hey, the world's kind of fucked up, and we need to make it a better place. Those people were called Christians. And in one part of the world, away from Rome, you had still all those weird different societies. Many, many, many of them had basically no problem with murder. And then, of course, you had the reclusive Buddhists. Basically, at that point, it had no influence on anyone. Supposedly. I take that entire history as being completely false and a cover-up of the actual truth, but that's what you've been told, right? The Buddhists were off in their own little world. And pretty much other segments of society were murdering fucking savages. And then you had Rome. And they were civilized murderers, basically. So you had a world of democratic murderers, and you had a world of warlord and sultan and chieftain type murderers. And then you had these Jews who became Christians. And they wanted to teach the world that their God said, "Thou shalt not kill." And now, even if they made it up, it's still a good thing, right? Overall, religion may have been corrupted, just like all other institutional processes are corrupted. From education to news media, comedy, film. Take your pick. Everything gets corrupted that can do good, because it can do good and there is evil. Use your fucking brains, people. But can one really argue that religion is bad when before Christianity, murder was the norm? And until Christianity was justified, until Christianity was corrupted, among Christians there was no justifiable murder. Among Jews there was no justifiable murder. About 700 years after Christianity brought the idea of "thou shalt not kill" to the Roman Empire, there was another religion that said that murder was justifiable. It came to kill all the Christians. And they killed all the ones in Egypt and Palestine, all the ones in Africa and Arabia, all the ones in Assyria, all the ones in Turkey, all the ones in Greece, all the ones in Eastern Europe. They killed all of them 1,000 years ago. That's the religion you should be afraid of. Because it was after that, after gaining tremendous advantage, after being subject to tremendous disadvantage, that the Europeans were corrupted by the Muslims, when Christianity came to justify murder too. When Christianity came to justify chauvinism too. It wasn't until after Europe was on its knees and fighting amongst themselves for every fucking reason that somebody could think of that we have our new chauvinistic interpretation of so-called Christianity. So what's the solution? To get back to the time before religion? What's the logical solution here? To abolish religion? You've gone mad. You're not thinking. You're not considering all the facts. You've become blind to very important details, very important patterns, very obvious truths. The truth is, before proper Christianity, there was no civilization to speak of. And the reason why you don't like Christianity is because of the results of the corruption of Christianity. the corruption that has been done by the people who never liked it to begin with. So do you acquiesce to the corruptors and abolish Christianity? Or do you try to take out the corruption and point out the hypocrisy and get back to the truth that set us free? Anyways, I'm going to take a break, and then we're going to get to gaming on. Because I want to show you how far we've come. Because I raised a little question on the Easy Reefers channel. Could I manage to acquire break HP ribbon armor for my whole crew? In only a matter of days. And smoothly, entertainingly, funly, that's a word, right? Funly proceed with the leveling up process in a way that isn't boring, but get tedious. I could stay at it, entertained, for 2 days. I think 3 days total now. And have ribbon armor for everyone. And I said, this is something that's controlled randomly by computers. This is an uncontrollable prospect. This can go really well, but is statistically unlikely to do so. It can go many different levels of horribly, including getting the same ribbon armor over and over again for the same person instead of for other people. Oh, you can go in there and just not get a ribbon armor for hours. You go in there and get a ribbon armor and be like, yes, I finally got a ribbon armor. And think everything's going to be good, and then you'll get the same ribbon armor 5 fucking times. So there can be entire days that lack productivity. Hey! Fuckers. You cut it out. Both of y'all be nice. Yes, my fucking fish listen to me. The 6-line wrasse and the Royal Grandma were just having a pissing contest. They're like exactly the same size, and neither one can decide who's in charge. It's fucking adorable. Hold on one second. Alright. So, looks like the camera got bent down a little bit. That's good enough. Fuck it. I can deal with a little black line. Can't deal with turning off my mouse for no reason. Can't deal with my lack of a cigarette. Because we're going to be teaching you how to breathe. Why do I smoke cigarettes? For the nutritional value. broadcast glitch just for a second. Did they second think whether they wanted to make it obvious that this is something? And there it goes right again. I had to point it out, didn't I? Man. You thought you were clever, but you're not that fucking clever. Back, but calmly commented. Oh, no, it's back. Good. I'm a good. But I had a little extra energy into that one. But yes. Isn't that a stupid thing to say? I smoke cigarettes. It's not just an appetite suppressant. It's exactly why cigarettes suppress your appetite. That is very interesting. Now, let's have a little Star Trek analysis here. In Star Trek, we are referred to as what? Carbon-based life forms. Why is that? Well, to a certain extent, we need to absorb carbon to survive, don't we? We're comprised of basically the difference between 93% and 70%. Maybe on up to 30%, like 29, 28% carbon. If you've got really lean body fat, your bones are calcium carbonate, your skin is calcium phosphate, calcium sulfate, calcium disulfate. Calcium chloride. Lots of different calcium compounds. Calcium phosphate. Lots of shit that I don't know the name of. The different materials that make up your body. Damn it. Okay. Pretty much all the different things that bond with the materials that make up your body bond with carbon. They bond with oxygen and carbon. Dum-da-dum. You want to know how your lungs work? I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you a deeper, more advanced understanding of how to interact, whichever you prefer. To interact with the world around you. You keep fucking with my stream. Please stop, or I will reincarnate you at least 1,000 times as every species of slug there is. That's just for starters. And I can send you all the way back to the beginning of time to begin your punishment. And I can create a universe that has a much looser definition of time for you to exist in. Anyway. So, your lungs sort of produce electrical energy. And they do so by breaking apart and reorganizing molecular bonds. And what they need to do this is two things: oxygen and carbon. Now you're thinking, smoke, it's already carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, but actually there's a whole lot of just fucking good old carbon soot involved in there, and actually a very pure form. And it gets absorbed right into the bloodstream. In addition, there are trace elements that can be found in lots of different plants that your lungs can be focused to absorb. Now, your body doesn't do this naturally. This has to be achieved with a harmonious state the same way one focuses on healing oneself. I was going to say keeping their body looking like they're still 23 years old, but that's just me. Not bragging. So, your lungs are electrostatically active, as well as being a conduit for the very trace elements that are found in dust, stardust, if you will. All the different elements that float around in just unimaginably small proportions in the air. Can all be harnessed in a single breath in the exact proportion that your body requires. It's understanding breathing and the non-corporeal nature of existence that is the key to fasting for long periods. You can subconsciously train your body to focus on burning fat reserves, the same way you can subconsciously train your body to absorb more nutrients through breathing. And because of the electrostatic interface, there's a spiritual component, I should say, because, proponent's the wrong word. There's a spiritual component to how the lungs can be utilized. The way you smell. Animals are more in tune with their sense of smell because they're thinking less of what they've been taught, and they let a smell resonate electrically through them. You see, there's information carried on the vibration of the molecular pattern of scent, not just the scent itself. And that information stays prevalent in a waveform that comes with that scent, and the electrostatic interface of the lungs can imprint through your subconscious that same waveform which emanated from the subconscious of another similar species to begin with. And yes, I'm talking about smelling pee. Or hair, or sweat, or even cologne. Even cologne. Grease, transmission fluid. Any given scent that's on you can be a transmitter of your subconscious thoughts. Because of kinetic energy. Heat. The heat that you transmit through your scent, as it slowly dissipates, its dissipation is that very waveform. Did you think I was talking about something lofty and inexplicable? That electrostatic field is then observed subconsciously. And that's how an animal smells shit that you can't. Just thought you might want to know yet another thing that scientists can't figure out that only I know because I fucking made it happen to begin with. You're welcome. Anyways, I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna put on a song and
can't take. I can't take. Just on my head, millions more with your blood red. This pain that I can't take. Thousand tears of my love, thousand tears of my head, millions more with your blood red. This love no one else can take.
You know, for a song I wrote when I was 15, that fucker ain't bad. Anyway, I am licorice rooting. That one tooth that was causing the extreme pain over here, that had lost kind of its bottom section, has finally fractured off a quarter and is now kind of a oh, it's fucking painful. And I'm trying to keep it from getting infected. I really want to like get in contact with somebody at the college dental school, LSU, because tooth infections like the one I was suffering from have been known to kill people. And this fucking licorice root therefore might have saved my life. Just wanted to freshen up a little bit. Scissors, a new type of percussion instrument. Anyways. Really? Fuck you. Well, I guess we'll wait. Guess I could try to fix the camera a little. Okay. A little to the left. A little back to the right. And fuck it, that's good enough. So yes. If you ever wondered how exactly pheromones work. Oh. Imagine that. So simple. It's almost like somebody doesn't want you to know. I laugh, but I'm completely fucking serious. No, like they don't want you to know this for a very specific and tangibly dangerous reason. Tangibly suppressive beauty, at least. Oh, I love having an unknown problem with my cuticle that feels like there's some kind of god-awful splinter in my finger. There you go. You smell the bullshitter a mile away. Imagine if your parents taught you this. Imagine if you grew up understanding this. Imagine a society that trained their children in this at a level of societal wisdom, progressive, and you know, the way people can add to things generationally. Welcome to Magdalenia. Anyways. So why is Riku? I don't know how to use a menu. Oh, she's got the Master Thief armor on. Okay. That makes sense. Let's see here what we got. Let's see if God is on my side. Because if God is on my side, then there's going to be a bunch of celestial armors on this file already. Yep, so far so good. Yep. 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 And yep. 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 And we got the celestial weapons. Including the Onion Knight. Onion Knight. It's Cajun. And then, did I manage to get my little extra fun weapons for the girls? Let's see here. I already had that one. Initiative Alchemy First Strike. Yep, needed that one. And look at that. Magic Booster 1 MP cost initiative. And then we have Magic Booster 1 MP cost First Strike. In addition to the I don't know, like Callid Bold matching one kind of. And Lulu, you know, she's got the Onion Knight. But Oh, look at that. First strike magic booster 1 MP cost. Everything I wanted in 3 fucking days. In fact, aw, I'm just so damn good, YouTube can't stand it. Any day now. The Illuminati is trying to get Hillary Clinton elected to turn the frogs gay. And the Democrats are all a bunch of Jews who are coming after your children. And yeah, so I don't know. What do you have to say to get these fucking people? Russia is wonderful. Russia is going to lead us to a new utopia. Yep, that did it. That's so funny. It had to be a coincidence. Oh. Anyways. Yes, I know psychically you thought you were sending me a message, but I refuse, and I'm going to pass it off as a coincidence. So, nah. Talking to the troll, who's actually been trained in psychic shit. I'm surprisingly teaching him less than one might think. Let's see, a triple AP that I'll never use. We got a first strike Excalibur, and we have an initiative Excalibur. You know, just in case you can't decide which one you need. Or Praxis, we got just the one Solamog so far. But I do like the Space Force, even though it's not break damage limit. I wish you could make a Space Force that was break damage limit. That's kind of annoying. But all the break damage limits are Soul of Maw. If there's something that converts the name the way the ribbon converts the break HP limit, I haven't figured it out yet. Arin, see, I got a blank one that I haven't done anything with yet. But I made him, after he didn't really need it anymore, a double AP first strike weapon. Kimari has his first strike gun gear. And back to Riku. She's got a weapon for all seasons. And Waka got the first strike Grand Slam. So I think we got first strike weapons for everybody. Not celestial, but they work really good in Omega. I think I'm going to probably make Kimari's or one of these extra weapons a Gillionaire for the guys. It might as well be. Wait, who had the blank? Arin? Yeah. I'm going to make him a Gillionaire. I'm going to make you a Gillionaire. Just so I can, you know, choose. Like this file here has already become monstrous. I've been leveling. I've been using the Aeons a lot, so they're all nice and leveled up. Check them out. And of course, the wonderful names. Gotta love those names. Wingnut, I Farted, Shitzian, She-Cold, Bat Demon, Analfish, You Dead, Cinnabon, Sandy Ass, and Mini Tits. Nothing but high quality, classy entertainment here on the Lost-Begotten channel. Keeping it fresh all the way to Christmas, as CBS would say. Keeping it classy, yeah, keeping it classy all the way to Christmas. Gotta fucking get my Craig Ferguson quotes right. They've all got regen now, except for Yojimbo and the Three Sisters, obviously. They've all got Shell Protect, Haste, and Lancet. The Elementals still don't have any cures, but they have Prey, and that's been working just fine. And of course they can double cast. Everybody can double cast. I think they're going to get to 43, 35, and 25. And that's about where they stop on the Three Sisters. And then he'll be at like 19 or 20, and he'll be at 28, 25, 17. Those two at 18, and this one at 16. And change. And that's as high as I've ever seen them go. However, I have arranged a spell to bring back the old gods. And what I would need to do, quite simple. $42,000 HP for all the Aeons. Something that would take a very long time. It will shortly require large amounts, up to 99 eventually soon. Here, 99 power spheres for every 100 HP. And to get those spheres, one must fight for them. And you can either equip some extract power weapons and go just slaughter a bunch of shit, and that takes a little while. Or you can fight the Kodos and get 40 at a time. Final Fantasy X bribing for spheres.
I wish I could help.
Never mind. The internet's not on my phone. It's an airplane mode. if anybody wants to Google something for me, who the hell do you bribe for power spheres? Because I think there's somebody you can bribe for 99 of them. But otherwise, I just fight this fucker for 40 at a time. Oh, dark matter. On the rare occasion you get the dark matter drop, having extracted power, it just turns into 2 power spheres. And that's annoying. But this is something that you do over time, little by little. And I've been doing it little by little. My aeons might grow a little beyond expectation, because I've done my best to try to keep the lower level ones evened out, but if they look differently from most people's Aeon, that's why. I've been adding spears this whole time. Including adding agility to the slower ones, because man, some of them are just pretty damn slow. And for agility, of course, speed spheres. From 81 to 35. So what's that? 46? 36? 46? 46, yeah. Don't have enough speed spheres for agility yet. I'm just keeping everybody at full level because I've been moving them around a whole lot. And also to get the overdrives filled. The ladies don't need to hit to fill their overdrives. They're on ally mode, which means every turn they get. Really? Hell of a lot of dark matter when you don't need it anymore. Lulu's the furthest behind, so I've been trying to use her as frequently as I can. With her Space Force, double AP, triple overdrive, initiative, first strike. So you see 199 agility, 180 agility. And it takes 90 fucking spheres. But agility means turns, and you want more turns. I should have worked on that more. I've done it better in other files, but I was working on the characters more on this one. Before Una completes the sphere grid, you want to increase their agility and get it as high as Veilfur's, and then start increasing all of their agility. That's how far I've gone with it before. But anyways. Then of course as you get more different weird break damage limit weapons, you can start putting extract power on them just for the fuck of it. Really? This is making it look a lot more tedious than it usually is. I mean, you do get some dark matters, but usually not this often. Shit. You get a turn, you get a turn, you get a turn, everybody gets a turn. Alright. So on the sphere grid, I have come down through this way, y'all, after teleporting everyone from here. Yes, I just got a bunch of teleport spheres and just teleported them all over here. After having filled in the HP like I was gonna. I didn't delete the 2-pointers yet, but I don't need to yet. I don't know if I'm gonna need to at all, but I think that looks great. And then where all the crappy little evasions are. I put a bunch of actual evasions. And Lulu skipped on the one magic defense because she was already at 255 before I laid either of those spheres, or the one before that. Did the magic defense, more evasion, did the accuracy, did 2 more strength, did 2 more accuracy, did more evasion, did more evasion, did luck and fortune, did luck and fortune. Now we're here. I don't know what to do. I already got a bunch of spheres. Just I wouldn't have fought every one of the monsters just because I couldn't decide. I'm like, oh, fuck it, I'll decide later. Kind of trying to leave them as characters to where they're not all just maxed out. Music was on. Now walk is maxed out. I don't want to leave everybody in the 230s on something. But if most of the people are in the 250s, and then one or two's in the 240s, that's fine. I'm thinking strength could go up a little bit though. Maybe just by 1 point. Come over here and put a strength sphere down. Just by 4 points. 1 sphere is 4 points. And how convenient that I just happen to have 1 spot right there between some power spheres. Alright, do I have a strength sphere? Yes. Alright, 254, so he's 1 away from maxed out. 253. 255, he's Kimari. Yeah, that makes sense. 244. 255, he's Arn. That makes sense. 249. 244. So the mages, 244. Riku, 249. See, it makes sense. Makes perfect sense. So that's where strength should be. And I'm trying to minimize deletion of 2-point spheres and just focus on deleting the 1-point spheres. So wherever it comes a choice between like here, like deleting this accuracy by 2 points and then putting in 4 points, I want to try to leave it more natural, more like how it was. And if I go crazy with HP, then I'll go after the 2-pointers. Consolidate like that. But I don't feel, after having completed the sphere grid so many times, I don't feel like this is really limited. You know, there's plenty of room here. Anyways, so I guess I'll put the next ones over here. What's going on? Oh yeah, strength by 4, defense by 3, HP by 2. I think that one's getting deleted. That's by 4. Yeah, we'll just go back this way. Because I know I'm deleting that motherfucker. 10 points of mana, I can't even wait to delete it. I'm moving it. I'm deleting it now before everybody else gets here. And all the little 1 spots, like I like to leave the spares usually 2 points at a time until I get down to that last sphere I'm going to add. All the 1 spots get saved for either that last little sphere you want to add, but more than likely for luck spheres, for fortune and luck spheres. I don't think we've had a single problem since I was just talking about gaming. You know what? I'm having second thoughts about this. I'm glad I got to delete that, though. I'm just gonna it's like fucking 2 points of accuracy. About to lay some accuracy anyways. Accuracy is easy as hell to get. I'm gonna delete that 1 2-pointer right there. I haven't been doing this much, but I'm gonna do it now. And I'll go get some more accuracy. For now, I'll make more evasion. Alright. And now, accuracy. Before I forget. Accuracy. What am I doing? There's no one way to do this, that's for sure. Agility by 4, strength by 4. Those ain't going nowhere. Which means, and I determined this a while ago. This is a nice, prominent, pretty place for another look sphere. Alright. I think it's gonna be you. You! No. And then we're gonna come over here, and over here, and that's probably gonna be another look sphere right there. And then 2 right here, 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 2 right here, 2 right here, and then, oh, those are relayed. Probably a luck sphere right there. But all the little lonely one point things and all the little singular spaces that we get left with, they're either going to have luck or HP. And HP is right now at 24,175. I've needed to complete all of my different celestial armors, so 24,344, 24,220, 24,080, 24,060, 24,318, 24,730. And just been going up little by little as we needed the, I think I got a couple of extra HP spheres waiting right now. But as I needed the light curtains, I was adding them. And now I'm just going to add them here and there when I come to single spaces and remember to. In that case, I didn't do it because it was out of the way, and I'm going to just approach from this side. I just stayed over here instead of going all the way over here. But that's a different path. That doesn't connect to this. And all of this is now pretty much solid. Yeah, one space there. I need to come back to and put something in. Might involve deleting that 2 point right there. Alright, later, Mr. Conway. Thanks for joining. So, now I'm going to go back to Dark Yojimbo, I suppose, and hopefully I'll get some more Master Spheres. But I suppose I could fight the Earth Eater right quick. Because, well, he's right here. And that's one of the main reasons I just filled up the overdrives. $52, $53, $56, $56, $58, $53. That was pretty fucking sweet. That one extra bit of strength. Well, went from mid-30s to upper 40s and now that. The last 2 rounds of upgrades I've done. And I haven't been upgrading the strength a whole lot. Just here and there. It's kind of something you don't need to do all at once. You do it as you progress through the monster arena and it'll kind of come naturally. Anyways. So now we've got to show everybody. Everybody is already hasted. My definition of a celestial armor once again. Break HP limit ribbon. Auto haste, auto protect. And don't forget to switch out of the Onion Knight. And we're not going to have to cure it all, but regen is helpful. I like this crew because they don't have many skills, just the important ones. Mug is right there. Alright, Blueware. I wasn't expecting you to need a regen. She's got the highest magic defense after all. I'll go ahead and put one on her too, on that. Ah. Fucking Onion Knight would cut a bitch. Now I wonder. Let's see. I'll go ahead and put it with the lowest ones this time. Because I'm really tempted to fight Nemesis right quick. Just to see if I can. Because, you know, we unlocked him. And he's just sitting there, taunting me. I don't think her magic is maxed out yet. No. Huh. Neither one of them is, as a matter of fact. Ain't that a bitch? So I have a magic sphere handy. Oh, look at that. Magic sphere. It's like I knew. Oh yeah, I did. Now obviously they didn't need that second one, but I went ahead and added one extra to each of them, just in case there comes a two-pointer that I want to delete somewhere along the line. Alright. Oh, Yuna's the only fragile one. Are you missing some defense, Yuna? somehow missing a magic and a magic defense. But, oh look, I think I mentioned that that wasn't going to matter. Why is she behind on physical defense? She's just fragile. She's a delicate flower. Alright. What else do we got here? We got evasion. Yeah, whatever. Gonna do it. Gonna do it. Gonna do it. Do it. Do it. And how's your magic now, Riku? 254. We'll go with the booster. Because I like to start this battle by letting him know I'm serious. Now let me just say this. 20,000 HP is kind of skittish for Nemesis. But I think we'll do. We got some healthy Aeons. And they're gonna help out. That is a big, terrible motherfucker. Alright, how you get situated? Hello. Well, I guess I'll give Kamari a look in first. Considering that he needs something from him. Nova. Ow. This is how this is going. I'll take a little more damage on one side just to make sure he doesn't. Okay. Please don't do it. Not this early. Not yet. Oh, fuck! Like I said, we're fighting him early. Alright. We got this. No problem. Something tells me I might as well summon. But let's keep it exciting, shall we? Mm-hmm. You are a motherfucker. Wow. Well, that was just fucking special. I'm starting to think this isn't going well. Wow. Really? No quick pockets? Aren't you a bastard? I don't have shell. I'd rather be using your overdrive right now, Walker. But unfortunately, there's another overdrive, which is going to be much more handy right now. Star curtain. And one of them things we just stole from that other guy's butt. Gambler's spirit. Let's see how long we live now. Not that long in his case. Oh look, he's alive! I'm starting to think this could be a difficult fight. Really do need an auto life on him. Don't have anything on her yet, do I? No. That would be risking my summoner. I'm not going to do that. Lulu. Might be the better bet. It's not gonna help. But then she doesn't have shell. Okay, I just gotta survive this next fucking attack. Okay. Best off using her. Auto life. Let me survive so I can fucking do some damage. Survive! Sweet. Get it. Ah. That wasn't this lovely. Go ahead and do the same. want to bring Walkout. I just can't yet. Is he auto-lifed? No, he's not auto-lifed. What does he have? Do you have a shell yet? Did you get the shell? No, you don't have shell or auto-life. Okay, I can't bring him out yet. But I need to bring him out. I need to have him going. Mario, that shit. Alright. We'll stay like this for the time being. Oh! Wrong weapon for that. Should have just double casted with heritage. Oh yeah, that's right. 1 MP cost. That's pretty handy. But I want turns. I want lots of turns. For Waka. To build turns, you have to do this. And then not get killed between them. The update made me do it. Alright. So now, heal Wappa. A lot. A little more. And Shell Wappa. And hope we don't die. Oh. Ow. Really? Now let me just be clear. This asshole has a god-awful amount of HP. This battle has just barely begun. I haven't even lost my first Aeon yet. We're going to lose a bunch of Aeons, starting here in a second. Alright. He did just do the ethereal cannon. He may do a severe attack next. He may do another physical and then another ethereal attack. And then do the big attack. But we're going to go ahead and summon anyways. After attack risk. Oh, damn it. That was my fault. For a change. We here adult die, salute you. If I run out of Aeons too quick, I don't win the battle. Basically, that's how it goes. Nope. Well, it was a good call. Alright, if I could just last a little while longer, might be worth doing. Oh, damn it. Alright, fine. Or I should have just overdrive. Oh, are you fucking... Really? Really? You gonna play me like that? I guess we're going for broke. Probably about to die. Yeah. He's dead. Are you fucking... Alright, I'm dead. Nemesis is not in the mood to fuck around today. I think we're gonna need some more HP. 28,000 is enough to withstand once you get your magic defense all the way up. Their magic defense, just not that impressive. Anyways, that was fun. I'm gonna go off to mine Dark Yojimbo some more, as you can see on the Easy Reefers channel. But I hope you thought that was entertaining, at least. You can see the necessary strategy, although employed correctly, won't buy you a whole lot of chance. But a little more HP, a lot more magic defense, and he's going down. It would also help to get attack reels right, but you know, attack reels ain't gonna fucking help when you can't survive long enough to lay them out. Anyway, so thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget to click the like button and make sure you're make sure you're subscribed. Peace.
The way they treated me too many times before. Don't you know you love me, baby, too? Oh, you know I want you there, I wanna be right there with you. I know I gotta keep you by my side till the day I die. 'Cause baby, ecstasy is in my hand. Oh, when I'm holding yours in mine and walking in the sand. Oh, baby, you know it's fine. Oh, now you done pissed me off. You went and done something you shouldn't have done. Baby, I'm mad. I'm going on. Oh, I'm going on. I can't take it, baby. I can't